Here it is. They never actually released this Dalek.
You're serious, aren't you?
About what I do, yes. Not necessarily the way I do it.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the possibilities that Character Options could actually re-release some figures in sets for B&M. Now, this is something that I've thought about for a long time and have decided to go ahead and show you my ideas and see what you think. With that being said, let's take a look at the very first set that I reckon Character Options should re-release and give to B&M. Okay, so as you can see in front of me, this is the very first set that I'm going to talk about. This could be the enemies of the second Doctor set. We had enemies of the first Doctor, we had enemies of the third Doctor, but they for some reason missed out all the other Doctors. Now, I'm not going to make loads of different versions of these sets. I'm just going to stick with this one because enemies of a second Doctor set is something that could be done so easily. First of all, we have the Dalek from Power of the Daleks. Now, this one is technically a sound effects Dalek, but they could re-release it as a non-sound effect Dalek, probably keeping costs down to an absolute minimum. And we've got the Ice Warrior, which has been released already in Wave 2 and has actually been released in a monster set from B&M. And also, the same goes for the Cyberman from Invasion. So these two figures here have been released in a B&M set. So let's just swap the Zygon for a Dalek and boom, there we go. Enemies of the second Doctor set, it would fly off the shelves, perfect for army building. Now, I would suggest that Character Options could make a brand new set, but using figures that have already been released, and that would be the Dalek Collectors Set number 3. And for that particular set, I would include the Imperial Dalek from the 7th Doctor and Dalek, so this is the one with a proper length eye stalk. Next to him, I would have the Genesis Dalek, which, to be fair, was released in the very first Dalek Collectors Set, along with a Dead Planet Dalek, which was also in the first Doctor's Collector's Set. Now, you may be thinking, why have you chosen those Daleks? Well, the reason is, I think this one sells really well simply because it's the original, it's the very first Dalek. This one also sells really well because it comes from one of the most famous stories, Genesis of the Daleks, and put that with the Imperial Dalek, the one that we see in the last of the Dalek stories from the classic series. There we have it, Dalek Collector's Set number 3. Why hasn't it happened? Okay, so then they could have the classic companion set. They could do a couple of these perhaps, but for this video, this is the one that I'd like to talk about. We've got Joe Grant, we've got Leela, and we've got Perry. Why hasn't it happened? I don't know. For those of us that have missed out on buying these particular figures, you imagine being able to buy for, you know, $16.99 all 3 of these figures. It would simply be amazing. And here is a set that we could definitely have. This would be the evolution of the Master, with 4 different versions of the Master in the set. How cool would it be? The Roger Delgado figure is pretty rare. This one here is from Wave 2, not very rare at all. This one from Keeper of Traken set is quite rare, along with Anthony Ainley, which is probably the rarest of all the Master figures. So, for £20, have a 4 set with all these figures. I guarantee all Doctor Who fans out there would buy this set. So, Character Options B&M, check out this video and get it done. Come on. And then, there is no reason why we couldn't have the enemies of the 5th Doctor set, including a Dalek from Revelation of the Daleks, a Cyberman from Earthshock, and of course, the Master. Again, this could be released for £15, maybe even £20. It would mean that we could army build a Dalek and a Cyberman, and who knows, maybe you'd want to army build the Master too. This set would work, it would sell. Why haven't they done it? Okay, so we're down to 2 more sets that I've got ideas for. This one is probably one of my favourite sets. Now, as we all know, I'm a massive Dalek fan, so that being said, instead of making the Dalek Collectors Set number 4, why not make a Dalek Collectors Set especially to a particular Doctor? Now, the Doctor I've chosen for this one is Jean Pertwee, the 3rd Doctor. We could have the Dalek from Planet of the Daleks, which is actually quite a rare Dalek to have, but it's an awesome Dalek to have. Alongside him would be the Gold Supreme Dalek from Frontier in Space, which was included in the 2nd Dalek Collector's Set. And you may have already guessed the next Dalek that's going to be next to them, and that's the Dalek from Death to the Daleks. Just look how amazing these Daleks would be in a set on their own. It could be £20, not a problem. I guarantee it would fly off the shelf. You could army build the Death Dalek, army build this Dalek, and hell, you could even army build this Gold Dalek. Why not? You could customize it, do what you want with it. It would definitely sell. Now, there is just one more set, and technically it's a single figure, so maybe it's not really a set. It's just something that I've really wanted Character Options to produce for a long time, and they never have. And it is also a Dalek. It is actually the Dalek from the Dalek's Master Plan. Here it is. They never actually released this Dalek. This is just a custom. This is the body of a Dalek that came with the first Doctor and Dalek set, and I've nicked a little bit there from a Dalek from the chase, and I've taken off the bumper, and there we go. We have a normal sized Dalek, but it's the Supreme Dalek from the Dalek's Master Plan. Why haven't they done this? I just don't get it. So this is the only customized Doctor Who figure I have in my collection. I did it some time ago. I actually did a video about it a long time ago, probably 5 odd years ago. I don't see any reason why this Dalek could not have been released, and they could stick it in with another Dalek perhaps, or have it as a single release figure. That would be so cool. With that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any ideas about other sets that they could do for the figures that have already been released, then let me know in the comments what you think, and give me your opinions and your ideas. I will be making another one of these videos very soon, and that's going to be all about figures but they haven't actually created at all, and obviously it pains me to say that that will definitely never happen. At least with these are just re-releases, so they could technically do it. Unlikely. But the next video that I do, it will be one of those videos where I will just be dreaming about it, because let's face it, Character Options, Underground Toys are no longer really making new figures per se, and it breaks my heart. With that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again very soon in that next video. Until then, take care of each other. See you later.